And welcome to Everyday Hip Hop. She's not Ricky.
I don't care about a mixtape. You know how many people just drop mixtapes?
To that. Oh, they thought I was soft? Slap somebody. Come watch Bad Boys. Oh, I slapped somebody. Let me redeem myself. Book. Look, there's gonna be a book coming soon if it hasn't already came. It's the redemption tour, Kevin. Yeah, he did. We have been awaiting a certain release for a long time. I think the rollout for this release has been one of the best rollouts I've kind of ever seen.
Right.
When it's all said and done, and when we really look back at this year and back at this album, I think this is going to be one of the best rollouts we've ever seen. The Clipse, Let God Sort 'Em Out, came out. And there's a lot to talk about with this album.
Yes.
So I don't even know where we should start with this album, but we definitely starting with this album. I dang near feel like going song by song on this album. But what was your initial thoughts of Pusha T, Malice, Pharrell as the producer of Let God Sort 'Em Out?
I think overall the Clipse did a phenomenal job. Pusha T and Malice lyrically dominated this album, simultaneously going back and forth, competitive wise, to see who was gonna edge each other off. Pause, but who would edge each other off in like surpassing as the top lyricists. As far as the production, there was a lot of very notable beats and productions off this project, but there were a few songs that did miss the mark a little bit for me, maybe due to the producer.
Whoa.
Maybe not the production.
Whoa.
But the producer. Sometimes.
Okay, explain.
You know, like when the record be going real crazy, and all of a sudden you hear, "We the best music," and it's like,
this is culturally inappropriate.
It's like
that was great.
No, I just mean like no, the culturally inappropriate I loved. But sometimes the producer don't need the mic. Sometimes I don't need a hook from the producer.
I agree with that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't need that.
The only thing I would say bad about this album is that Pharrell Williams' hooks on this album were things.
No. Pharrell, honestly, yes. Outside of Pharrell, this album was
the production
amazing.
was impeccable.
Production was impeccable. But when he started whining on the mic, no. Some records, Clipse was able to save.
Yes,
most records.
Most records was able to save.
But there was a few, like track number 6 with The Dream.
I love that record though. The verses are impeccable.
Did you listen to the last 10 seconds of that song too?
It doesn't matter about the last.
Oh my gosh.
I could trim that.
But the fact that I gotta go through and trim stuff, I was just like, ah. But honestly, other than that, I have no complaints. Okay. That is my biggest complaint was, Pharrell, maybe a little less with the mic.
Maybe a little less
with the mic.
And I would have to agree with you. I think this was an impeccable hip hop album. This was a masterpiece. And before we get in the album, I want to even start on the Def Jam note. And maybe later in this pod, we'll get into the Bieber album. You say you couldn't finish it, but I finished a little bit of it.
Juicy needs to be stopped.
And Def Jam's role, Bieber's a Def Jam artist, and we'll talk about that. But how does Def Jam allow this album to get out of their building?
I mean, as fire as this album is, it's still not Drake. It's still not Drake. And as a business, I'll take Drake over the Clipse album any day.
That's crazy.
No matter what, rollout or no rollout, people are going to listen to a Drake project. Whether because they just want to hate watch, or because they genuinely love his music,
they're gonna listen.
Or if they want to see him, if he actually regains some of his penmanship and his lyricism. But rollout or not, people are checking for Drake. Like we said, this was a phenomenal generational rollout that the Clipse was on.
Mm-hmm.
Drake don't need to do all that. Whether that's good or bad, I would love to see more artists to put the effort forward to like
Right.
really making the album a spectacle.
And talk about their art.
But an artist, Drake doesn't need to do all that, whether good or bad. So I just mean it isn't necessary for everyone, but I am glad that we are starting to see the effects of watching the party die, and that comes with some artists taking the craft a little bit more seriously. However, I would like to see this same thing take place from artists who have not been here since like the late 90s.
Right. And we'll talk about that Nas verse. So um this was big, Xavier. No Chad. Like the legendary group, the Neptunes. Pharrell has a lot on his shoulders. Pharrell has shown that with the separation of him and Chad, that he was by himself and he was doing things by himself and he was producing and still making things at a high level and a high clip without Chad. So I thought that was very, very interesting in this whole thing. No Chad. And Pharrell definitely delivered with the beats on this album.
I think Pharrell definitely delivered with the beats on this album. However, I would say there are some areas that felt a little
Missing
monotonous.
something.
Yeah,
Missing something.
missing something, as in like, wow, I feel like I've been listening to this beat for a while now. When is it going to switch up? There wasn't as much. I don't want to say as much detail, because these were very detailed beats, but as far as like being layered and a lot of transitions, it kind of lacked that part for me.
Okay.
So I feel like overall, the Clipse did a great job at selling each song. I wouldn't say each song was lying heavily on any production,
Okay.
which is, I feel like, usually
Right.
the opposite.
So the rapping was so good. So let's
Yeah,
go
the
through
rapping
this.
definitely surpassed the production for me.
Wow, and
which
the
is rare.
production and the production was really, really good too.
The production was really, really good.
Mm-hmm. But
The Scrub So Be It Part 2, really, really good. FICO, really good.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
every beat on this album was top notch.
yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go through some of these records right now. So I'm gonna start with track one. I think track one was very powerful.
Yeah,
I've been listening to some of the interviews that the Clipse have been doing, and it's like, how do you start an album like this? How do you start an album with a message to your mother and father that are not here anymore? How do you start with a John Legend hook, a powerful hook? You know what you do when you call John Legend. You know what's about to happen when you call John Legend. You want a very, very powerful message and meaning. So to go from track one with this Clipse, John Legend, Voices of Fire, Pusha T, and Malice on this, I think it was a great start to the album.
Right.
Lost in emotion, mama's youngest. Trying to navigate life without my compass. Some experience death and feel numbness. But not me, I felt it all and couldn't function. Seeing you that day, telling you my plans, but I was leaving you that day. It was in God's hands. Yeah, it was at Elon's, waiting to get with me. On my way to Texas, that's when Virginia hit me. And I realized in that instant, our last conversation, you was against it. Told you I was going to church for Thanksgiving. I heard what I wanted to hear, but didn't listen. You said you told Jean that Buck needed forgiveness. I see you went to Didi's and stuffed both her fridges. You even told Dad you wished y'all never split it. See, you were checking boxes, I was checking my mentions. Saying you was tired but not ready to go. Basically was dying without letting me know. I love you, Med Naj. Hate that he won't remember you. Two things that break my heart is what November's do. And T follows you. Now mind you, Didi calls you. Gene finds you. Was that your vision? Precision. While I'm reminiscing, it all hits different. Ma, listen.
The birds don't sing, yeah. The birds don't sing, they screech and pain.
Your car was in the
Like,
driveway.
you don't-
I knew you were home. By the
you
third
don't
knock, a
need-
chill ran through
you
my
need to hear
bones.
what
The
they're
way you
saying on
miss
these
mama,
bars.
I
You
guess
need
I
to-
should have known. Chivalry ain't dead, you ain't let her go alone. Found you in the kitchen, scriptures in the den.
Yeah.
Half-written text that you never got to send. Combing through your dresser drawer, where do I begin? Posted noted Bible quotes, were you preparing in? I can hear your voice now, I can feel your presence. Asking should I rap again? You gave me your blessing. The way you spelled it out, there's an L in every lesson. Boy, you owe it to the world, let your mess become your message. See, mine made sure he had every base covered, so imagine his pain finding bass in the cupboard. Birds don't sing if the words don't sting. Your last few words in my ears still ring. You told me that you loved me, it was all in your tone. I love my two sons was the code to your phone. Now you home.
Friday day. I was like, oh.
He said, "I love my sons." Is the
I love my two sons.
I love my two sons.
It's a long password.
Is the code on your? That's a long password.
Long person,
But
that's peace.
to
I
start
love my two sons.
to start off your album with two verses like that, what did you think about that? Powerful.
Definitely powerful, and I don't want to say unexpected because this isn't the first time we've got a record, a verse dedicated to their parents. So we definitely know that this is something that they're comfortable with sharing on that personal level, and I just think that kind of just sets the tone as far as what this album may mean to them at this point in their life.
Right, and this right.
We do get a couple more bars about their mothers and parents throughout this album, but I just felt like this was a tremendous starting point to what to expect. And with that being said too, as far as the production, it was a little slow, a little simple to me, but as far as what it added and aided in the background, I feel like that also kind of just helps showcase what this album was going to be. For me, again, the main focal point of that record was the lyrics, was Pusha and Malice, and we're going to see that throughout the album.
Right. All right, next track, Chains and Whips. We had heard this record. We had heard it at the Paris Fashion Show.
Right. Shout out AZ Trike.
We had heard Kendrick's verse featuring AZ Trike. Shout out to AZ Trike for that. He was at the fashion show, and there was a lot of other people that had recorded this, but Chains and Whips is next. So do you like them going from sentimental to now it's like time to like
let's get to the coke.
Let's get it. Let's get to it right now.
It. And one thing I love about this record, we got my boy Lenny Kravitz on the guitar.
Okay.
So Lenny Kravitz is playing the electric guitar on Chains and Whips. So I just felt like that was a great little nugget of information that might not everybody knows.
Right.
So shout out to Lenny Kravitz.
You must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Yeah, but already watching Lenny Kravitz workout.
Lenny Kravitz workout?
That boy workout. Leather jacket.
You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Amongst veterans, I'm watching your fame escape relevance. We all in a room, but here's the elephant. You chasing a feature out of your element. And those lab diamonds under inspection. The question marks block your blessings. It's no tombstones in the desert. I know by now you get the message. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. It don't take much to put two and two. Your lucky streak is now losing you. Money's dried up like a cuticle. You're gasping for air now, it's beautiful. John 10:10, that's my usual. Mamas is falling out in funerals. And bomb and blow, they now viewing you. They never find the guns, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick, he need medicine. Brought him back to life, now he dead again. Richard don't make watches for presidents. Just a million trapped between skeletons. This the darkest that I ever been. The diamonds make you taste peppermint. You ain't thriving in the snow like it's the Revenant. And send orders back down to keep shoveling. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
You know, get caught when you look side to side like what did they say?
I even like this
And
hook.
the Lord's voice, and then you realize that the devil is talking.
I don't mind it.
I like it. I like it.
I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down? But fuck it, the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genovese. I drop your Pentagon to show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Where my gin and juice? Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my genitals. They say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. They genetics been synthetic, screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me light, a good year full of free will. Trump card, tell me not to spare your life.
You know, get caught when you look side to side like what did they say? And they the Lord's voice, and then
Wait, you said
I
what?
said this goes to show exactly why I don't like leaks, because
Right.
when I heard the leaked Kendrick verse, I didn't really like it. It was a little mid to me,
Okay.
but I did say once I hear the full track, once I hear Pusha, Malice, this verse might make a little bit more sense. It might fit the overall scheme of the song, and it really does.
1000%.
And it's a great verse now that I'm able to hear the whole thing, especially in context. So, deaf to scalpers, deaf to leakers.
Even though, and I think that was maybe that was intentional by them. I don't know what they were really thinking with that, because they didn't like say, oh, no phones, nobody record, no, like,
Right.
This was a session that they had where people had their phones and did whatever they wanted to do. So maybe that was the Clipse idea, that
But why
they
didn't
actually
nobody
wanted to do
else's
that.
verse?
You said what?
Why didn't we get nobody else's verse?
Why didn't we get nobody else's verse?
I really only heard Kendrick's verse. I ain't.
Yeah, the Chains and Whip song.
Yeah, I'm
maybe
saying-
that's the only thing that they premiered at the time.
Okay.
But
okay.
I totally agree with you in your point that you made. I intentionally didn't listen to the whole thing. Like, I did jump on AZ Chike's, and maybe it was like a minute and 30 seconds. It wasn't the whole Kendrick verse, but I maybe listened to 30 seconds of it. I didn't listen to the whole clip.
Right.
The other one I listened to like 45 seconds of. I didn't listen to the whole clip of everything because I just didn't want to spoil it. And 2 days prior to this, there was a Clipse leak of the whole album, I believe. So when you think about that, when you think about the Def Jam part in all of this, it's very, very interesting to see what was happening on the other side of a great rollout.
Right. Especially the fact that
Like, they
that-
were trying.
They was really trying, especially the fact that Def Jam saying that they don't want to be a part of, they don't want any parts of this album except for the money portions. Like, they're still getting paid off this album, which is insane to me. The fact that they had to spend millions of dollars to be released, but then Def Jam still gets a cut of the very project they didn't want any parts of. But overall, Chains and Whips, as a collective with Kendrick's verse,
Lived up
and
to expectations.
lived up to expectations, but
1000%.
definitely nothing suable to me. That whole the Trump card verse was not even all that.
Right.
That was kind of that wasn't even the
Xavier,
best verse.
How does Def Jam let this album? You said Drake, I don't get it. How does Def Jam, the legendary label that Def Jam is, how does Def Jam, the rap label that had Jay-Z, DMX, all these hard-hitting niggas, you talking about they gonna let this album,
Hey,
let God sort them out, walk out the door?
Joe Budden said Def Jam hasn't been Def Jam in a long time, so it might have been the best thing for the Clipse too. The Clipse
Move
and
on.
Pusha T, because they both independent
Left.
and group left. So that might have been the best move for them. Joe did mention that while Def Jam might have slipped a couple notches over the years, Rock Nation has not. If anything, they have increased their potential. So I think their new home is going to do them tremendously well.
And that's who picked them up, Rock Nation. So, Xavier, we went from The Birds Don't Sing to Chains and Whips. Now it's number 3 POV. So, From Chains and Whips on. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So my head is snapping.
Yeah.
When I get to POV, my head's still snapping.
Oh yes.
Let me tell you. Oh my God.
POV was
POV kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind tie back.
Favorite off the album. Maybe favorite off the album.
I despise
Close.
that.
Okay,
I create
close.
content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists. Where's my prize? All I see is 60-day stars and 20-year thousandaires. Not enough shopping, whole lot of browsing theirs. My reinvention. I know you thinking how's it fair? You stream kings, but you never fit a crowd in there. Supreme team parallels when the powder clears. I seen things that I'm still not even proud to share. You Zeus Network niggas, you hear me loud and clear. Get these 5,500 to host the niggas out of here. Sand color Rolls Royce, we like Saudi said. The only Audi here is driven by my owl pair. Ghost face with the wrist, bird falconer. Willie Falcone trunk full of talcum here. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text.
that might be. That's up there. A bar of the year. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. For y'all that don't know that infamous picture with Malcolm X peeking through the blinds with a shotgun. Shotgun with your ex feel like Malcolm's near. Woo, chills.
I'm telling you.
Ain't no shouting here. Bypass MIA, too much crowd in there. I spent summers with connects, love that mountain air. POV kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then
Clipse.
she flies back. My connect has
POV featuring
ponytails
Tyler, the
tied
Creator.
back. I just hit 6 mil behind
I need your reaction on this
tie
Tyler
back. They
part.
content
You don't like
create. I despise that. I
he did it.
create content, then they try.
LaFerrari doors open up like it's therapy. That number ain't bread to me. That million is crumbs. You niggas is bums. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a fly boy. Them beats get you stung. Oh, nah. Yeah, they were bust for me. Tricky niggas puzzle me. I could never buy a bitch a Birkin cause she fucking me. I got homes I ain't sleep in. The options my nigga push. Keep dirty white moving like mosh pits. They watching. I'm like white bitches the way I pop shit. I need God to play the lead in my biopic. The curse of the zeros when you become the devil or the tap dancing Negro. I came to terms that I'ma probably outgrow my hero. Come get with me.
POV kilos in my back. Take Amtrak.
The curse of the zeros when you become the devil or the tap dancing Negro.
Right. Right.
Tyler was definitely spitting on his verse.
He was.
There's just a couple inflections that he did that I kind of just didn't like. You know when people have been complaining about 2024, 2025, and damn kind of Kendrick Lamar when his kind of his little inflection that he does in his voice. Not everybody really likes that. I like it, but this Tyler version I got wasn't really wasn't my best or my favorite verse from Tyler. But as far as content wise, what he was saying, he was spitting.
But, I mean, and my head's still snapping.
Oh yeah.
When I'm listening to this, I'm thinking about this, listening to it first listen.
Yeah.
And hearing that, I'm like, whoa! And Tyler did exactly what he needed to do in order for this song to be very, very, very successful. On the Joe Budden podcast, they said that this was a song that they were going to snip, and then Malice was like, nah, like we need this. Like Pusha didn't want this, but Malice was like, nah, we need this on the album. What you think about that? You think like I can't see this album not having this on here. This is hard.
I'm not upset at that if they were prepared to maybe switch it with another song. But if they were just saying cut it all together and not replace it, then I wouldn't say that. I do feel like it has a place on this album. I feel like it would be missed if it wasn't there. But as far as maybe if they felt like there was another track that might have been better suited, I wouldn't have been too upset at that change. Okay. But overall, one of my favorite tracks off this record. I think Tyler did a great job. Malice, we didn't think we got to his verse, but overall it was just a tie between the three. And Tyler has been very active within the last couple of years too with his stance. We know he did a remix of one of the GNX records as well.
Hey now.
And his verse was very aggressive. I don't want to say like, oh my God, is he talking about Drake? But he's talking about somebody.
He cleared it up on Twitter and he said, this is whoever that is suing me over this, so don't go ahead with the rumors.
Yeah, because I know
That's
if you're
what he
thinking
said.
about lawsuits, there's one that we're all thinking about. And there was a couple bars in there that I was like, you know, I'm not going to buy you a Birkin just because we hit. I was like, maybe he is talking about Driz. Maybe he is talking about Drake. But, okay, I'm glad he was able to clear that up for us.
He definitely was able to clear that up.
Take some points off, though.
Should we get to this Malice verse? Hold on.
Down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create. I despise that. I create content.
We can't skip a Malice verse on this album. How he showed up on this album.
All these lists, where's my prize at? If they had to weigh the operation, call it obese. I'm mixing like Mahomes, then I tell them go deep. The rag top drop, playing hide and go seek. The Bentley leather match the pipe and that's the motif. Just to think I built a rap career off an OZ. I'm watching new niggas rap just to OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I do really be he. I can open up my closet with the skeleton key. If I lied to myself, I could sell it to me. I done sung along with rappers I never believed. Came back for the money, that's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church, that's the Jekyll in me. I never thought twice what the pressure would be, cause niggas' change look just like oppression to me. P-O-V-K.
Niggas' chains look just like oppression to me. And another part of the hook that I wanted to get your opinion on. What do you think about they content create?
Okay.
I despise that. I create content and they tries that. What does that mean to you? They content create. I create content. Then they tries that.
I think there is a very big parallel between the two. Like, we know what's going on in 2025, Xavier. We see exactly what's on the screen. We see streamers, and I'm not saying every single streamer. We see content creators. We see people on the street just trying to make whatever something. Like, I understand you're trying to make money and you're trying to like support yourself in any ways necessary, but there's a line between integrity and what you stand for and how you create content versus content creators that are willing to do anything for the bag.
Right, and I think he really emphasizes that by putting what he thinks of himself as the creator first.
There you go.
Content. I don't let the content create
me.
I'm not gonna let the content dictate where my moral compass allows me to go. Like you said, for a bag, a lot of y'all gonna be out here.
It's
doing
2025.
Outlandish.
Xavier, it's 2025 right now.
Boot gang was a thing. Just walking inside of a building, yeet, like that was a thing. So there really comes to a point where it's like, what are you willing to let the content let you or make you do for the bag? And for a lot of y'all, it's damn near anything.
Right.
But Pusha says, nah, I create the content and I'm gonna let y'all try to figure that out. I'm gonna let y'all try to imitate this.
True that. Can you play the So Be It Part 2 on the Bigs? I don't have it on my iPad, so go ahead and play it on the Bigs as loud as you can, and I'll have that, audio on there.
I'm gonna say, of course, that's not connected no more.
Track number 4, ladies and gentlemen, So Be It. This was a different beat than what we heard on the YouTube video. We did react to the So Be It music video last week. So now this is So Be It part 2 with a different beat that people weren't expecting.
Square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here.
I like this beat. I like this beat.
Mama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. I run fleet with diamonds and needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. Fucking with P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke.
So be it, so be it.
Smoke.
So be it, so be it.
CLIB, SEMB, 8-ball LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me. I'm on the gram like confetti. Switch is ready. She leaning on Celine, cause she ain't stepping in Giuseppe. Catch up, $150 like each Pirelli.
This beat is fire.
This beat is fire. This beat is fire.
Then I'm twirling your bitch like she in spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get
Beat is fire. Yes.
Was Chad on the other beat or something?
Chad wasn't on nothing.
I was saying that was like, put this one down.
When it's sketchy, if they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me. Buy a dog tag. You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't riot, you ain't Paris. Blow money, you owe money, we ain't ballast. You ain't believe, God did.
You ain't Khaled.
All black, back to back, this ain't traffic. Can't wrap your head around that. You ain't average, y'all sweet. Bird talk, we all Paris. Lone Star, cross the border, we like Dallas.
Hey,
Smoke.
that's where they
So be it. Yeah. This is where they should have like.
Smoke.
right here.
So weird. You cried in front of me. Lip gloss poppin'. She ain't need you to eat. The net gon' call it.
Yeah,
See it, but I got the video. I can share it. Ain't eat it. They wouldn't believe it, but I cannot see it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it.
So be it. So be it.
This is culturally
Smoke.
inappropriate.
So be it. So be it. Hey.
Smoke.
So be it. So be it. Oh my
That beat
goodness.
was very, very, very fuego.
Yes.
My only complaint is, I wish it would have just offered me a little bit of switch somewhere.
Okay.
I need a little bit of like, it just felt very like, I get it. After 5 seconds, I know what the beat sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it already.
It was hard though.
That shit was very hard.
It was hard though.
Very,
like
very,
you say,
very
that
hard.
was hard.
That shit was very hard. Like, unless you got some mega duper car speakers, the car speakers didn't even do it justice. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you
Cause
gotta-
I listened to the headphone. I listened to the headphones last night.
Yeah, I'm saying you gotta put the headphones on. I ain't talking about your Apple AirPods. You gotta put
Right.
over the ear
There
headphones.
you go.
Or plug this up to a speaker.
There you go.
And it makes all the difference.
There you go. So you liked the original "So Be It" better than that one though.
I think I did.
Okay.
I think I did.
That was talk on social media.
Yes, and I think that's evident by the fact that for those of you that didn't download it or buy it, you no longer have access to this version of the "So Be It."
True.
So they did make that change pretty quick too.
Pretty quick.
It ain't even been a full day yet, and they said, "Oh, they ain't fucking scrap."
Scrap it.
But I mean, I'm glad that I know how these artists be acting recently, so I'm glad that I was able to really be able to download and keep that because it was a really great production, great beat. I do think I did enjoy as far as like cohesiveness and kind of just like an overall just finished product. I did enjoy the original beat more, but I think with this "So Be It" Part 2 coupled up with the one second with the Chains and Whips beat, I feel like this really did kind of just meld the project together. So it didn't seem like out of place because they did something in that similar kind of like Roman Catholic, like evil kind of just church law, some Kanye shit. And I do feel like that was evident as well. There were some people that were missed in this room. Maybe Kanye.
Can I ask you a question though? At what point can Travis Scott? At what point can Travis Scott come in my studio session and play Utopia when I have this shit playing right now?
I mean, they do sound very similar.
What do you mean?
The production on "So Be It" Part 2 and some of the production on Utopia, that did sound similar.
Maybe, but
Some of the production on this album and Utopia didn't sound in similar realms.
I don't want Travis Scott coming in with his non-rapping ass,
Yeah.
playing anything while I have "So Be It," POV, Chains and Whips. We haven't even got to the other half of the album yet.
Right.
When do I want Travis Scott in my studio session ruining it? Talking about, can y'all hear my album?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. In some of these parts, I would have preferred Travis over Pharrell. So, hey, there is that. If Travis would have hopped on, all things considered.
Get off Pharrell.
If Travis would have hopped on so far ahead.
Get off of Pharrell.
It might have took it to another level. Get off of
Pharrell with
he brought
the
his happy ass over here.
This is culturally
Nah, nigga,
inappropriate.
this ain't the Lego movie.
Doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping
Ace
sprees
Trumpets.
in
We heard this
Soho.
record before, but I'm gonna play it still because it's still hard. Shit.
Yeah, a little upset it didn't make the cut,
Ace
but
Trumpets and rose modes. Yellow diamonds look like BP. Bitches fly from DC on my private to Waikiki. 3P, just Kiki, life's peachy. ASAP with Riri. You rappers all beneath me, but love like the Bee Gees.
nothing I
International
love is,
flights
like,
connect
nobody
me to
got
the
washed
Wi-Fi. The only
at
way
any
you
point.
reach
Nobody
me.
got washed.
at any point.
Ballerinas, persona non grata.
Yeah.
Mi casa
Ace
su
Trumpets,
casa.
Clipse.
Drugs killed my team spirit. Welcome to Nirvana. You was Fuji Lala. How was Alibaba? Dressed in house of Gucci, made from selling Lady Gaga. Hakuna Matata. Island wearing tie-dye. Umbrella in my rolls. Match the one that's in this Mata. Listen, you are not I. Cross T's, dot I's. I done disappeared and reappeared without a voila. Ballerinas, doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace Trumpets and rose modes.
Off the Ace Trumpets, I will say though, I did prefer Malice's verse more. I really did like his Fakasha.
Malice is the MVP
Impasta.
of this whole album to me, and that's hard saying that when Pusha T to me focused on formation of song, focused on hook of song. If Pharrell wasn't on the hook of these songs, then that means Pusha was on the hook of these songs, doing it and doing it at a high level.
Oh yeah.
I think that Pusha was a part of formation and let Malice be Malice, but Malice when it came to the bars. And I think after Ace Trumpets, that's when you really got to the. I can't say that the Birds Don't Sing, Chains and Whips, POV, So Be It, and Ace Trumpets weren't rapping, but it gets to a higher level at the end of this album to me.
Oh, for sure. And like I said, like you said, it was just being able to just watch them go back and forth. And Malice did offer just another like layer to this like feud. So it was like we were able to get those coke bars and then kind of like the reminiscence of like reflecting and going to church after fact and saying like, yeah, I repent for all the things that I did, but it had to get done and I'd do it again if need be. And it's just like to have that kind of juxtaposition from brothers too.
From brothers.
We don't really get that too often.
Right. Especially at this high level in rapping.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
at this level, oh my
goodness.
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
This ain't the Island Boys.
This is one of your favorite tracks of the record, of the album, all things considered. I think the verses on this album, on this record, carried everything else on this record.
There were no bad verses. Like I'm saying, like a lot of, for me, of parts that the songs were missing was due to the producer, not necessarily the production, but the producer. He don't always need the mic, but also, I'm not sure. I don't think it was the Dream, but whoever was doing like the last 30 seconds.
I think it was the Dream.
Was it the Dream?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, man. This is.
It was lightweight, unlistenable.
Come on, man.
It was lightweight.
I don't like this hook at all.
All things considered, let's be specific. My mama cheek, I miss it. I wanna kiss it. Nige asking for siblings, I know he meant it.
All
V
things
miscarried,
considered,
we hit it.
Clipse.
I'm glad he missed it. 100,000 a maybe, you stick with it. Pre-order the strollers, our face in it. I pays for my stalk with the baby in it. If the sky's not your limit, you'll never get it. Turn niggas statistics, I'm so sadistic.
Production there.
So religious, that's so malicious. No division, still snow magicians. Blitzing niggas for riches, like 4th and inches. Pay attention and listen, the snakes hissing. Niggas is writing statements and say they didn't. Dreamer taking you down, their hate hidden. Wanna show you around, but they Jay Princeton.
Richards replace all the Pashas. Dior slides made of iguana. Stuff the walls for tomorrow.
The worst,
2012.
the worst thing about this album is Pharrell's hooks. But when you have a beat like this, I can hear this hook and be okay with it.
This life is so awesome.
All things considered, I've been forgiven. How to pack the
Look at this.
blizzard in
You hear
Honda
this verse?
Civics. Took fatherless women and showed them living. Left mama the children, it take a village. Writings was on the wall like hieroglyphics. My circle split up the pie, that's long division. When Jada was asking why, I saw the vision. My homies that didn't die was all in prison. Visits behind the glass, my mirror image. Skin is blemished. Names were mentioned, explains the sentence. The pain is endless. Identifying the body, it takes forensics. Guns, Czechoslovakia, it starts and ends it. The only sin left is to flirt with vengeance. Made my exit just to make my entrance. Revolving door, maybe I can make a difference.
Richards replace all the Pashas. Dior slides made of iguana.
Yeah, skip that. That was bad, bro. It was just like,
Them verses, the Pusha and Malice verse on them though,
yeah, it's
is
like I'm just going
ridiculous.
back and forth from like being really immersed and then being like, oh my god, like just immediately thrown out of it. Like, what is going on? They don't even sound like they're the same song. They literally don't even sound like they're a part of the same song.
Okay, the Pharrell, you can.
Nah, I don't want that. For
If a producer produces that beat and says, "Let me get on the hook of this song,"
and I hear that, nah.
but he produced that beat.
That beat was fire though, but but I'm saying like no, because I'm not going back to this song.
I'm going back to it because the verses were so good.
They were so good, but I got to listen to two hooks by Pharrell, and then Dream really sealed the deal for me. After I listened to that Dream, I was like, oh no.
Life and death are simple formalities, ain't no way around it. You can poison the world in technicalities, ain't no way around it. It's genocide when pawns feed the headlines. The kingdom of truth can never outlive a lie. They'll come for your king, but the throne survived. Unleash the queen, take them dead or alive. Pyrex, icy, iris, violence. Either way, it was worth the suspense.
God, I was so excited when I saw Dream's name on there. I was like, oh my god, we get a Dream hook? Oh yeah. Nah,
It wasn't that bad.
I must have thought this was California Love or something. Cause that no.
So if I
no.
if I cut the Pharrell
No.
hook and the Dreams part out of
No.
this is a top 10 song.
No. Okay, man, I'm not coming back to this song.
The verses were so
Pharrell-
hard. And
Yes.
the beat is so hard. Stop.
But it was even harder to listen to Pharrell in the Dream. No, I can't. And luckily, there is enough good songs on there for me to go to and not have to remember that even exists.
All right, here's M.T.B.T.T.F which stands for Mike Tyson. I don't know, but I love this
Mike
record.
Tyson, Blow to the Face.
Blow to the Face. There you go. I
No
like this record.
confessions, questions. Fireworks will send a message, iridescent. Slow them down like Robitussin. If you rush in, at your door and we
They
address
rapping,
them. We gon' bless them. Tried to bring them, shoulda left them. Learn my lesson. Poker faces keep them guessing. No expression. Ice dressing on my chest and leave impression. What's a testarossa if you don't test them? Ain't your bitch unless you joystick and dress them. My presence, your pleasure. Peasants, he's pressure. I've been knee deep, key deep. We in ZZ's, me and Lee. Get you frontin' for the summer so easy. The snow alone, fill up a mobile home. My nigga's name ring like mobile phones and no one's home. All you keyboard killers in your feelings. Mad you ain't trending. Mad got you tricking on your women. Mad I don't hit them, I just spin them. Gunning and I'm grinning. In the Bugatti in my denim. This is the result of my vision. React with precision. But God only knows my intention. But selling dope is a religion. The hammer's in position. I can show niggas the difference. You niggas is screenwriters, we dream writers. Took chains and touched change like
Malice,
Midas.
M.T.B.T.F and his
Imitation
whole
is flattery, they seem like us. But only 300 bricks can make you Leonidas. In 96, Hove with the bass. She want Mike Tyson.
Oh my God. This was by far one of my favorite songs.
1000%.
Might be my favorite song off this project.
Yes.
And I also have one of my favorite money bars ever. White slave masters, souls in my safe. Yeah, I got them Franklins. They was all slave masters. I got your soul in my safe.
1000%. The no beat and them rapping into the beat coming in.
Always love that.
Always love that. Always love the pocket that they're in. And I think that Pusha and both Malice, when it comes to pocket.
Right. Because 95% of this album could have been a cappella.
Yeah.
And this shit would have
And it would still been hard.
95% of this could have been on beatless.
Yes.
Piano riffs.
Yes.
Bars.
Right.
And he's just showing us, giving us a glimpse of that, like, hey, Pharrell's going crazy, but we didn't really need him.
Okay, hold on, relax. I mean, yes, the verses were up to par, but them Pharrell beats is hard.
A couple of them Pharrell beats was hard.
There's 13 tracks on here.
Yes.
Out of 13, how many would you say were hard? He's 13 for 13 for me.
Chains and Whips.
You don't think Bird? Okay, you said the Birds Don't Sing.
Yeah, it was a little lackadaisical to me.
Okay.
But Chains and Whips.
POV.
So
be it.
So be it.
Original. Ace Trumpets, yes.
Ace Trumpet. That's not on here.
Yes, Ace Trumpets.
Ace. They must have updated that when they took off the new off the So Be It Part 2, because Ace Trumpets wasn't originally on the.
Yeah, Ace Trumpets is here though.
Yeah, Ace Trumpets wasn't originally on here.
Maybe you didn't. Did you download it?
Yeah, because I'm saying after So Be It, it wasn't Ace Trumpets. Ace Trumpets didn't make the cut. Because even when they originally dropped Ace Trumpets and they had the album pre-listed, it wasn't one of the records that was on there.
I'm not gonna lie, this was glitchy, which I think was another reason that I think.
Okay, I do see Ace Trumpets on here now, record number 5.
Because it was on there when I saw it, but when it was trippy on my phone, I had to go to my laptop to even listen to it.
Okay,
there was some trippy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Last night, I would say that 1000%.
Hey, niggas is hating, bro.
Niggas is hating.
But that does change a lot for me because I was kind of like thrown off. Like, whoa, we're not gonna put Ace Trumpets, arguably the best song off of this entire rollout, is not even gonna make the album. But then at the same time, I was like, wow, my favorite song of this entire rollout didn't make the album, and this album is still hitting. One of the best things I've heard this year. So glad that I was able to get that little glitch fixed though.
Right.
But Ace Trumpets, Chains and Whips, So Be It, the new beat,
POV.
Number 7, Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face.
Yes.
8, okay, yeah.
I don't think
it's like
he
I
went
said,
12 for 13 for you. Like
Fro did a really, really great job with the production, but at the same time, a lot of the records did seem a little as far as the production wasn't the main selling point to me.
Oh, 1000%.
And like we mentioned,
but the bar
in
should
the
always be. That's
Yes.
what Pusha and Malice have brought back to hip hop.
yeah,
No matter how good this beat is, these verses are going to live up to par with the beat.
right, and that might just take some time for me to get readjusted to, because
Right.
I can't tell you the last time I listened to an album where the rapping was steps ahead of the beats and the production.
Right.
Usually it's like, yeah, the production is carrying the entire record. You don't even gotta listen to what this dude is saying because the
Right.
beat is just fire.
Right.
And this was the complete opposite. The beats were very good, but it's like I'm just so enthralled in listening to what they're saying. It's just like the beat could have been on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Like it could have been that, and I was like, dang, this nigga really going crazy right now. But nah, yeah, 12 for 13.
12 or 13. So here's EBITDA.
I'm not sure what that one stands for though.
I looked it up in Genius earlier, but I forgot.
Just to
Hard,
get from A
though.
to B and A, driving to C. The path laid the Eiffel Army won't turn the parades off. God bless takeoff. I said I wanted Rolls Royce with the drapes off. And it ain't electric, so it's way off.
Send it back, send it for the Gordo pies. Pick up the Toro and drive straight up the 405. The way that the board is designed, I'm feeling like the Lord of the Skies. Arms like 245. Hit him, make sure that he dies. The text won't never reply. The feds came and collected my guys. The rain pours and I'm hearing their cries. Went from heaters up to fevers up. Bitches in the back, the seat is up. Now I'm 10 times the EBITDA. If you let the money talk,
EBITDA.
who's speaking up? I'm sleepwalking, y'all don't dream enough. My third passport, I ain't seen enough. If you can breathe up there, it ain't steep enough. Scale don't lie, you ain't even us.
Yeah.
Sure they want me hit her like an archer, but I'm not that sprint, so I starve her. Bricks on the plate, I need more space to make pace. The rap house is running out of tape. The drug money busting out the safes.
The back and
Scammers
forth.
running in and out
Right,
of chase.
the back.
Bottle servers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the back and forth from these two gentlemen. I loved the I'm gonna have a verse, you have a verse, but we're also gonna have records where we go back and forth with it too.
Right.
Which is exceptional rapping between the both of them. I love that part of this album too.
Right, because their styles and their voice complement each other so well.
Yeah.
and it is interesting too because they do sound very similar at times.
Mm-hmm.
But you can like listen just to like their verbiage and like what words and phrases that they decide to use kind of help you. Like, okay, I'm listening to Malice. But
Yeah.
overall, just their slight difference in flow really does just bring a layer. Especially when we're doing that back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably one of my best performances from this album.
All right, Xavier, this is one of my favorite records
Ebida.
on here that's about to come on.
A lot of
Ebida.
acronyms on this.
Yeah. FICO.
FICO.
Hard.
I need to get mine up.
Need us. Amen.
I didn't make the club like that.
Amen.
You said 850?
I was looking at it like,
My
mama got that.
Right.
We was back and
Talking
forth
Robert.
down streamline, moving weight was like lipo. The rest of y'all stuck in the rut. Niggas double cross and talk behind your back. See, that's where the knife go. I guess they wasn't fucking with us. Some niggas get the luck of the draw. For others, life is a dice roll.
FICO,
And waiting on
Clipse.
faith ain't for us. When
This
you
how
know
we do
you
it at Bucket
realize
Mission
that
Media.
You can't trust the mouth with a pipe go.
Let God
They
sort
probably
'em out.
couldn't love you
Album
enough.
review.
Dance music on my neck. Where's your water bottle? Diamonds, the light show. Looking like the sun in the club. If you re-ing up with us, then your credit score gotta be FICO. I'm talking 850 a bust. See, you really willpower when you make niggas balance on tight ropes. They know they not much for the blood. Have my man shoot your block. I'ma send his ass far as the flight go. Ain't worry about ducking the judge. Keep frontin' for your bitches. Cause any minute repo might show. You know that shit up in a month. Heard your man was in there singing for his life. They was calling him maestro. Cause time that heavy can crush. When you pay a nigga back like it's Lil Wayne whispering die slow. The last words you hear in the trunk.
You don't know what I know.
The hook, though.
You ain't seen what I saw. No.
Fire.
You ain't been where I go. With a Fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed.
Hey.
My shooter turn you inside out. I heard the feds turned the crib inside out. Drop the roof on you niggas, let the inside out. Fresh Prince jacket, boy, I cook 'em to the inside out.
Go get a Glock 27, fit snug in the waistline. Both sticks came with the drum. I was 5'6", shoulder with a chip. Wish a nigga to take mine. Index yank till it's numb. Used to call me Windex, cause this thing I spray gon' make you change minds. I done seen Hercules run. We was power lifting 2.2s. Nah, we ain't throw gang signs. My brick walk was second to none. I would have them take a number like DMV. That was the baseline. Check out on register 1. Miami niggas like Big Perm, cause they numbers was phase on. Cuban showed me nothing but love. When it come down to it, every string of bell just needs an Avon who won't sweep it under the rug. On the road with a load near the brake line, I knew where to place mine. I don't keep the gun in the glove. Hit the turnpike with the running lights that be on in the daytime. sniff out crumb. Hands 3 and 9 on the wheel as I'm crossing the state line. Dumb diddy dum. Survival of the fittest. You either get acquitted or FaceTime. I done had an infamous run. My story gon' hit the first 48, then it's on Dateline. Cause this really shit I done.
Let that hook rock.
You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw. No, you ain't been where I go. With a Fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed. My shooter turn you inside out.
Hey,
I heard the fans turn the crib inside out. Drop the roof on you niggas, let the inside out. Fresh Prince jacket, boy, I cook them to the inside out.
Sheesh. Phenomenal.
Yo.
And that's what I've been looking for with these hooks on this album.
Yo.
That's what I've been waiting for.
That hook right there.
That hook was the best hook on the entire album. Shout out Stove God. Cooking. Stove God was cooking. Malice again arguably had my favorite verse.
Yo.
It was spitting. Like, it's insane.
Yo.
To think like I could have went to his church.
They 50 years old. Xavier carrying this hip hop shit in a way that you young dudes is not carrying it. I'm listening to this record right now and I'm like, oh my goodness. What were they doing in Paris? What were they doing in Paris for 2.5 years, 1.5 years? I don't know. I don't know how long it took them. But what were they doing? For them to have some stuff like this, Travis Scott cannot crash my session.
Not at all.
Travis Scott cannot crash nothing that I'm doing
Especially
right now.
when he got an album just cosplaying Kanye West. Don't be crashing my session.
Like, bro, it's cool and stuff, bro, but dang. Like, I got FICO down. I got FICO. Like, Pharrell's cooking this right now.
Right. And you want to come here talking about some Utopia,
and not even play the whole thing. Of course, I'm gonna give you 6 bars at the end of So Be It. You cried in front of me,
and give you a new beat on it too.
right?
He's
All
like,
right,
relive it.
we only got 10, 11, 12, and 13 left on this.
Glorious.
So Inglorious Bastards is track 10. Let's hear this.
When we are together, we got power. We have shifted
Amen.
from having a seizure about what the man got to season what we need. Burn, baby, burn.
Catch me in the kitchen where the dope is. With an apron that's whiter than the Pope's is. Spread distribution wide open. Now all the smokers call him Moses. Hair on browner than baby roaches. Got your bitch bent over like scoliosis. Watching T.I.F. with the open. That's the only back and forth that I'm hosting. We really netted what we grossing. By the way, I'm writing this on the ocean. By the way, the stinkers really frozen. By the way, the sinkers being loaded. Cause by the way, the stinkers really chosen. Head haloing, seated in a late foreign. Name a bitch you ain't going. Two-tone with the Royce rolling. Just look at me as we trafficking and tricking. Somebody gotta show me the difference. Stand on every word whenever I wrote shit. Under my boots, nigga, nothing but goat shit. I was fine getting rich under their noses. Today a nigga celebrate tea and post it. Saltwater tears, cooked with sodium, McLaren hypercar. No petroleum back then. Head work under linoleum, that thinking got me standing on this podium. Chop the roof off, nigga, this coupe talk. A Virginia nigga driving to New York.
This is
Speed
culturally.
Told me like Slick Rick the ruler. Seats white, but the 6 blacker than Umar. Niggas trying to stop my play. Parisian nights, private rooms at Bar Du Pray. The season's right. Vuitton hug my arms, scribbled in red. Blood diamonds flood my charm.
This is culturally
The
inappropriate.
chauffeurs are made, flights are chartered, the villas and the hills are paved.
This is
Tell me is we
culturally
trafficking and tricking? Somebody gotta show me the difference. Ha.
So for
They don't know what it is.
people who didn't for a lot of people who didn't like grow up listening to Clipse or wasn't there for like their heydays in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, they did a lot of music with Ab Liva. And in addition to the Clipse, this is another artist who has not lost a single step. I really did enjoy his verse, and I'm glad that we're able to see them still holding some of those connections with earlier artists, especially when they was making music in their earlier years. And I'm just being able to see our older artists not only still rapping and performing at this high of a level, but still having those connections is, hey, our OGs, some of our OGs is doing it right.
Some of our OGs is doing it right, and they're setting the blueprint. Their blueprint. Xavier, how does Def Jam let this album get out?
I mean, it's still Drake. What did I miss? What was the dance?
Let's go.
What did I miss? That alone.
So far ahead. Next track on the Clipse album. Another Pharrell choke jam. I just wish the R&B singer came by the studio in Paris. That's all.
You can't see it from where you sitting. But this Ferrari leather with the matching stitching is so far ahead. So far niggas are behind.
Swerving through the lane, serving niggas cane, still ain't never hit a pothole.
Hey.
If I was Brittany Griner, I'ma need Obama, only wanna swap his chapo.
Hey.
Furthest from the streets, Monica Denise, good bitches fuck with Roccos. Put them in them cars, hanging out with stars, now it's hard to tell they not hoes. Your co-defendant claim immunity, it was you and he, how'd you not know? Unless he leaving court in a Bentley Sport just to meet you on a yacht though. Understand the art of war, all my niggas draw, so we all Picassos. Me just being me, respect the P&B, I probably never eat at Roscoe's. Million ways to live, million ways to die, million stuffed in and on told. Million ways to wash it, million ways to stop it. Pray for me, cause we not though. Niggas tried to sneeze at the blessing. How could I just leave was the question. Whistleblowers left me no choice. Ain't no referees up in heaven. No mistaking me for the reverend. Ushering the money, my confession. How your pastor whip a Rolls Royce. That was me pre 9/11. Look at me post Armageddon. Walking with my dog, I am legend. The grass is greener on each side. I done been both Mason Bethers. I done been at both intersections. I done pulled Ocean's 11s. Even when the well ran dry. I done raised quotes in the desert.
I like this bar, but it was more so just Pharrell came in and ruined it again. Oh my god.
The worst part of this album was Pharrell's hooks.
Literally.
But when Pharrell gives you beats like this, what can you do?
when you give me that beat, you can come on here whining. But literally, again, I would say Malice had my favorite verse.
Yes.
On that record.
Yes.
And oh my god, it's just so
Malice
hard.
MVP of this freaking album, but I can't say Malice MVP of this album when Pusha was the co-creator of the song structure of a lot of these records.
Right, and I was expecting Pharrell to be Sixth Man of the Year, but looking like Bust of the Year for me, and we love Pharrell.
Sometimes, I mean, when you're giving us beats like this, I don't mind it. I'm not
like
gonna,
I'm saying,
I'm not going to focus on it so much because
it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard for me. Like I said, my issue with Pharrell is not the production.
Yes.
It's when y'all gave him the mic. Like, he's literally on the verge of ruining some records and ruined some records. And if it wasn't literally for the god level of rapping of Pusha T and Malice, this shit would have been a bust. Like, straight up. But, hey, I could just be hating for real. Shout out for real.
Let God sort them out. Chandler's, Clipse, Nas, Pusha T coming up next.
But you still a whole bitch. The rest of y'all on my
I don't know if y'all heard it. I don't know if y'all heard it.
It's always the loud mouths that can't count. The right price, I put the AR in the safe's mouth. Talk about it. Bring all the watches and the chains out. Heat come, I'm De Niro, I got the safe house.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Surrounded by niggas with tears that don't drip. Talk about that ain't the ghost that you appear to go get. Finally got the courage, but you still a whole bitch. The rest of y'all on my 6 year ago shit. Every move intentional, the links is atypical. Like baseball and DR. You know what the stick will do.
This is culturally inappropriate.
We got the drop on your shadow. You know we can get to you. The pen to express my dreams and expertise in text I squeeze. Coke spots all over like leprosy. It's a dark spirit tucked behind the flesh you see. Got every single word of the hex I need. The death I breathe, the death I see. Looks so good on you. The coffin wood on you. Closed casket cause I'm only sick and wolves on you. Berlinetta horsepower, put them hooves on you. Blow a $500,000 LV leather goods on you. We've been doing this for eons. While you thirsty trying to figure out who you can spill a tea on.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Change that beat. Change that beat. Change that beat.
Single-handedly boosted rap to its truest place. Fuck speaking candidly, I alone did rejuvenate hip-hop into its newest place. Made it cool for Grammy-nominated LPs from previous generation MCs. And that rings loud and reverberates. It's not fair to them, I thinking I deserve the hate. Bring it, only thing you killing is precious time. Used to clash with Decepticons, I was them deaf and blind. So cancel me before I unleash the Panther me. The Pantheon is a family, we some upstanding G's. The difference between regular spitters and bosses, my principles high. You need a glimpse of me from satellites in orbit. Take sabbaticals on avenues, break AKs on vacays when we paddle canoes. Follow the leader, Terminator, hasta la vista, man of the year, Nasir, rockin' chandeliers.
I don't think Jim Jones got nothing for that.
I don't think Jim Jones got a syllable for that.
I think that's the end of that battle.
Xavier. Nas was the one. Nas was that old MC. We talked about that LL Cool J album that we both loved last year.
Yes.
We talked about a lot of things from the OGs that we loved. Malice and Pusha are in their 40s and 50s. I believe Malice is in his 50s and Pusha in his 40s. Nas is the one that ushered that into hip hop right now with the Nas and Hit Boy 3 album run that they went on, where Nas was spitting like crazy, Hit Boy was producing like crazy, and they came to a consensus and a head from the both of them where they hit a sweet spot together and made some great albums. And I think Nas was the first older MC to then usher in that era, and I appreciate him for doing that. And he said it on this record. I loved his verse.
Right, and again with that, keeping that same kind of just praise going with Nas, I would like also to put Nas in that same plane of older MCs and artists who have still been rapping at a high level,
yes,
to where that they've made it in a way cool for older generations to still be rapping, performing at that high level, to where we're able to get an older album, a body of work from a Jay-Z, a 444, or a Nas, and a Clipse album, or the LL Cool J album that we did receive. Yeah. Because honestly, for the longest that I've known, especially when we was growing up, hip hop was for the young man sport. And after you got,
we're seeing a change.
It was like sports. Once you got the closer you got to 30, pack it up. Once you hit 30 years, why are you here, old man?
Right, you guys
old ass nigga.
Yeah, you don't know what Soulja Boy is doing in 2007.
I mean, it's still fuck Soulja Boy, but shout out 2007 Soulja Boy.
But 2007 Soulja Boy, you don't know what that 2007 Soulja Boy is doing.
Right,
y'all don't understand that as older MCs. But now with the age that hip hop is in right now, I think the genre is hurting, and that's why we need older MCs to solidify what this hip hop thing really meant back in the day.
Right, and I feel like that's why our vets are here. They're here to kind of to lead that next generation in the right direction and kind of answer those questions and just be there creatively and artistically when that hand is like extended. But what we are seeing in hip hop is the older generation, our vets, are more so still carrying the mantle, because our young guys either just we don't have them, or the quality just isn't there. Mm-hmm. So we still do need an artist like LL Cool J and the Clipse to come and really showcase what hip hop is, because we don't have too many new artists from what I can see Double XL did drop the freshman cover. So we do have some heroes on there that will come save us. Save us, Double XL freshmen. Save us.
And I don't think they're saving us.
Hater.
Track 13 by the grace of God. This is the last track on the album. Let's hear what the Clipse gave us on the last track.
The devil's tapping on shoulders. He's trying to get to know you. The right time to fold you. I'm losing saints in my soldiers. It's all lottie-dottie till you looking at the body. Smiles I'll never see again, never be a we again. Cleaning out your closet, the one you kept your demons in. Hard for me to breathe again. I'ma blame your head, not your heart, till we meet again. Easily I could've been one of them, locked up and never get to see the sun again. Burning buildings, I kept running in. The allure every time I flew 100 in. Co-defendant cave-in and lawyers couldn't save them. All for the love of 580s and a mixed bitch having your baby. I done dodged strays crazy. Man, I think about the shit daily.
Make the call.
Stop, Xavier, stop.
Empires crumble and fall. Yes, I seen it all. They missed this wall. By the grace of God.
All the black cats I seen, all the black max I squeezed, all the black crows I dreamed, even the black cloud hovering. Couldn't touch me in the bulletproof Cullinan. Tears on my pillowcase. Was I spitting in your face when you let me beat that case? Some niggas see the money, can't make it. Some niggas get the money, can't take it. Gotta realize that they was naked. Was I cooking death when I was baking? Salt Bay, sprinkle it and saute it. You don't trust me, then we all weigh it. And it ain't over till we all say it. Escape the odds by the grace of God.
I sing killers. No, just not needed. But
It's just not needed.
but
Wow, what an
Wow.
album.
What
That's
an
what I would
album.
say. Let God sort them out by the Clipse. We listened song by song. I think that Pharrell killed production on this.
Amazing.
I think that the verses from Pusha T and Malice being the MVP of this album,
I could
was
agree.
exceptional. Track list, how they took me from high to low to high. Different beats, different things that they're talking about on the records. Hooks. If it wasn't for Pharrell, but still, if it wasn't for Pharrell, hooks would be amazing. But they needed an R&B singer to come to Paris. Other than that, Let God Sort Them Out by the Clipse was a 10 out of 10 album for me. What do you rate this, Xavier?
I'm sorry, I can't give it the 10 because Pharrell did still have a lot of hooks on that album. The hooks that didn't involve Pharrell, I really did enjoy. But like you said, the production from Pharrell was tremendous.
Outstanding.
The artistry, lyricism, and performance from Clipse, Pusha T, Malice, even the features that we received on there from Stove God Cooks all the way to I guess I can't say Pharrell, but everybody showed up is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And
Verses, everything.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody being showed up. It was real just great competitive competition. And a lot of the songs I do put Malice as having my favorite verse. So like you said, I do think he was the MVP of this project, and I'm really looking forward to a deluxe. I'm assuming we're gonna get a deluxe.
I hope.
I was assuming we were gonna get a Jay-Z verse on the original album, but since we did get that Nas verse, that leads me to believe that if we do get a deluxe project, we might get a Jigga verse on there. So excited for that. I will give this album a solid, since Ace Trumpets is on there now, I will give this a solid 8.5.
8.5. You're not even gonna give this a 9?
Bro,
You know this is
you want me to-
Pharrell.
You want me to put on play?
Don't play none of them hooks. Play the verses.
Yeah, I was saying,
Play the verses though.
play the beginning of
Every single
So
verse.
Far Ahead. Play the end of All Things Considered, and the beginning of All Things Considered. Play the hook for any song that Pharrell did, and it kind of just, I'm dead ass. Like, I would listen to the song, and I'm like, man, this is really good.
Verse
and then
is
Pharrell would come on, and
exceptional.
I'd be like, oh my god, like completely just took me out of the zone. And then Malice would come on, and I'm right back in it. I'm like, okay, it's actually not that bad. I just gotta listen to one hook, and then he comes back in, and I'm like, Jesus, you can't even cut it out. Can't even cut it out. So that did take a little bit of the immersiveness from me because I was literally taken out of the immersive experience.
I'm so glad you killed those Pharrell hooks because the only thing I was thinking about while listening to this album was how bad the Pharrell hooks were.
Bro, I was literally listening to the beginning of the album and I was scared. I was like, oh shit, did I just spend the last however many months talking about this is gonna be the album of the year?
It still was,
and
though.
they sold with the rollout being better than the album because Pharrell. But no, they literally Clipse saved every song
Hip-hop.
except for All Things Considered.
Yeah, they saved hip hop with this album too. I think this album was the album of the year. You think that the JID album is going to be better? We'll talk about that on a later date.
Yeah, because he's scaring me a little bit still too.
You rate this at 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it 8.5.
I'm gonna give this
a lot already. But
I mean, I said 10 out of 10, but
nigga, play
9,
All Things
10,
Considered
10 out
one
of
more-
10.
Play All Things Considered
play
one more
FICO.
time. But
Play
then
FICO.
But then play All Things Considered right after that.
I'm gonna listen to them records and them verses and be
It's
like,
literally like you gotta play it. Then when Pharrell comes, they gotta turn the volume down. And you're like, okay, it's been long enough. Turn it back on. Turn the volume down. I'm like, dang.
this is our So Be It reaction. And thank you guys for joining us.